12 signs people secretly find you attractive. I once heard the story of a guy who borrowed money to go on an important trip by sea. While going, he packed loaves of bread with him to eat on the cruise. Of course, the bread became stale along the line, but he kept eating it because he couldn't afford the luxury meals sold on the ship. However, on the last day of the cruise, he learned that his ticket to get on the ship covers for all the meals on the ship. He could have gotten everything he wanted because he paid for it already. Do you realize how devastating that is? Just like the man who didn't realize his cruise ticket covered all meals, many of us don't recognize the signs that we're attracting others. Stay tuned as we reveal the 12 universal signs people secretly find you attractive. Number 1. Collective prolonged eye contact. The eyes, they say, are the windows to the soul. And when you find yourself the object of lingering gazes from multiple people, it's like their souls are sending you a secret message of attraction. It isn't a mere coincidence when people stare at you for too long. Prolonged eye contact is one of the clearest tells in the silent language of attraction. By holding your gaze, even subconsciously, these individuals are revealing their intrigue, their magnetism toward you. Want to guess number 2? Number 2. People revolve around you. Have you ever walked into a room and felt like things subtly shifted to accommodate your presence? This phenomenon goes beyond the initial reactions when you arrive. It's about how people, often unconsciously, adjust their positions, orientations, and even their conversation topics, making you the focal point of the social setting. This sign is particularly telling because it's not about one or two people showing interest. Everyone wants to talk to you. Now, beware. This pull doesn't necessarily mean everyone is romantically interested in you. Instead, it speaks to a broader appeal, encompassing charisma, presence, and attractiveness. Observing how groups and individuals reorient themselves around you can be an eye-opening indicator of how widely your attractiveness is recognized. Number 3. Widespread mirroring. Have you noticed people copying your actions? You scratch your nose, and someone else does too. You cross your legs, and others follow suit. This mirroring happens without anyone realizing it. It's not something they plan or decide to do. Their bodies and minds are simply drawn to sync up with yours. It shows they are tuned into you on a deep level. And it's not just one or two people mirroring you. Look around, and you'll see this happening with many different folks. A little head tilt here, an arm rested the same way there. It's widespread. Why does this happen? Because when someone is attracted to you, they subconsciously try to imitate and align themselves with you. It creates a subtle bond and connection. Number 4. Group energy lifts when you arrive. Have you ever walked into a room and felt a shift in the atmosphere? The energy seemed to lift and brighten. People's faces lit up with warm, genuine smiles directed your way. It's like your arrival injected new life into the gathering. This isn't your imagination playing tricks. It's a sign that you are someone people get excited to see and be around. Why does this happen? Because psychologically, humans are drawn to centers of energy, charisma, and attractiveness. Your arrival signals something or someone worth perking up for. It's a charged reaction stemming from the group's collective appreciation of your appealing qualities. You are the source that uplifts the energy wherever you go. Number 5. Frequent, light teasing from various people. You know that friend who relentlessly pokes you, but in a totally good-natured way? The one who dishes out cheeky comments and playful jabs like it's their job? Now imagine that from several people. If you find yourself on the receiving end of friendly teasing from various folks, it's not mere coincidence. It's actually a subtle sign that your charm has caught their eye in the most delightfully flattering way. See, teasing requires a certain ease and familiarity. It's a behavior people only really engage in when they feel a budding connection and affection towards you. By poking fun lightheartedly, they're creating an intimate rapport, a sharing of inside jokes that brings you closer. And the more people who get in on the teasing act, the more it reveals a widespread desire to banter and engage with your amusing, attractive self. It becomes a dance of wits and jokes that says I enjoy your company enough to joke this way. Number 6. Varied compliments. Compliments are like sunshine, warm rays of appreciation that brighten our days. But when those complimentary rays come beaming in from all directions, it's a sure sign you're radiating appeal far and wide. Think about it, you're at work and a coworker praises your problem-solving skills. Later, a friend comments on your great sense of style. That evening, a stranger can't help but remark on your beautiful smile. Compliments rolling in from vastly different sources. What's more, these compliments come unsolicited, genuine words from the hearts of many admirers. It's not just one person pushing blind flattery your way. These are uninflated observations radiating out from those who can't help but notice and admire your charms. Number 7. Open sharing and trust. There's something incredibly intimate about being let in on someone's private thoughts and experiences. When people openly share personal stories or secrets with you, it's like they're handing you a key to their inner world. And if this vulnerability happens not just occasionally but frequently across different people's lives, it signals something powerful, that a deep, widespread trust and connection with you stems from a potent magnetism you exude. Think about it, revealing one's authentic self with all its quirks, hopes, and struggles requires feeling safe and accepted. Floodgates seem to open freely. One friend confides their relationship troubles over drinks. This openness is a profound gift of trust and comfort extended your way. By choosing you as a repository for their precious stories, these people are shouting through their actions, "There's something singularly attractive about you that makes me want to let you in." Number 8. General body language cues. If you pay close attention, you'll notice these things. Your friends might have their hands on their cup when you're drinking water. These are little signs that might be easy to miss. The way someone subconsciously raises their hands when you do, or a casual touch on your arm during conversation. Try staying aloof and take a moment to notice how people behave around others. You might see them with open arms instead of crossed ones, or they might nod their heads when you're talking. This shows they're open to you and what you have to say. It's science in motion, because instincts can overtake logic when primal desires or attractions take over. Number 9. Genuine interest in your life. Ever noticed how certain people seem to hang on your every word? They ask probing questions about your passions, your background, your future plans. And later, they'll fondly recall small details you mentioned in passing. This genuine curiosity about the intricate details of your life story doesn't just come from one or two people. No, several people show interest about how your life goes. Coworkers can ask you about your upbringing over lunch. New friends might be peppering you with questions about that hobby you referenced. This interest is not mere politeness, but an unmistakable fascination taking root. Number 10. Remembering the little things. Have you ever casually mentioned a minor detail about your life, only to have it unexpectedly resurface in conversation weeks or months later? Not just from one person, but from various folks in your orbit? Didn't you say you're learning guitar? Or how was that cooking class you took? They'll catch you off guard by recalling these little asides you tossed out and long forgot about. See, when someone is truly captivated by another person's charm and appeal, their mind subconsciously heightens its reception. It rallies to soak in every nugget of information about the object of their fascination, no matter how minor or offhandedly delivered. Number 11. General nervousness or awkwardness. Have you ever had someone normally poised and confident suddenly become a bumbling, awkward version of themselves when around you? Maybe their words tumble out in a jumbled mess, or their usually smooth gestures turn clumsy and jerky. If this flustered behavior affects multiple people from different walks of life in your life, it's not just an off day. It's a telling sign that they find you attractive. Embrace the fidgeting flubs and awkward pauses, dear friend. Recognize them as the visible manifestations of just how universally bewitching your appeal truly is. Your presence alone is enough to rattle and reduce. Number 12. Laughter and joy in your presence. Do people find your words funny? I mean, jokes are funny, but when people smile or laugh even when you didn't say anything particularly funny. Laughter is one of life's most joyous sounds, a burbling melody that delights the soul. And when that laughter blossoms around you in full, ringing chorus, you're hearing the sweetest serenade to your overall attractiveness. From the sales clerk quickly won over by your charismatic banter, to the colleagues always asking you to do the work presentation or give a speech at work dinners. And those are the 12 signs that people secretly find you attractive. It's fascinating how collective behaviors and reactions can reveal so much about how we're perceived. If you found this video insightful, please like, subscribe for more intriguing explorations into human behavior. Stay observant.